Hello there guys, Francis Gray here, welcome back to a brand new video build, and in today's video we're going to be making some more Nuka Cola bottle caps from the Fallout universe, but we're going to be focusing on the other Nuka variants. I'll see you after this.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Okay guys, so in the previous video we went ahead and made this, which is a cap stash of Nuka Cola bottle caps from the hit Fallout game franchise slash universe. So you might have noticed that we have a bit of a gap here, it's not completely full. Now the reason why that is because I want to go ahead and add some different Nuka Cola variants. So in the world of Fallout there are a lot of different Nuka Cola variants. So everything from, like, you got the Nuka Classic, you got Nuka Cranberry, you got Nuka Wild, Nuka Dark, Nuka Quantum, Nuka Twist, Nuka Quartz, etc. Nuka Grape. Basically all the official brands, we're going to be making them in this video today. So to start things off, we are going to be starting with a quick tutorial on how to make these up. So we're going to start with just regular Nuka Cola Classic. So we're going to go ahead and show you the steps that I take in order to make these, and then instead of me showing the same process again and again and again and again, it's a lot easier if I just go ahead and do like a quick clip montage just to show each one being made. So yeah, you'll understand it when you watch it. So yeah, everything should be time stamped as well, so if you have a specific bottle cap in mind that you want to go straight to, just look on the time stream and just click to wherever you want to go. And yeah, well, hopefully you've been interested and you've watched it all the way from the beginning to the end. So yeah, so instead of me rubbing it on, let's crack on with the build, and I will see you at the end. Okay guys, so welcome back to a brand new build. So I went ahead and I opened up one of my softwares, which is Clip Studio Paint, and I created a A4 sheet of transparent paper, and then I went ahead and made some various different bottle caps based on the iconic brands from the game from the Fallout games. So as you can see, there's quite a variety, so we've got a lot of work to get through to make at least 2 of these each. So yeah, so now that we have got it, I'm going to go ahead and use this type of transfer paper, and yeah, once I know that the printer's all set up, let's go ahead and start printing. Okay, so here we have it all printed out, and every single one of them seems to have printed beautifully. So now that we've got our transfers ready to go, for the next stage we need to take to the spray booth, and we need to hit it with at least 3 coats of a nice matte or gloss varnish.
Soon after.
One hour later!
Okay, so let's start with good old-fashioned Nuka Cola. So we've got 2 bottle caps, so one is fairly new and the other one is a little bit more dinted and used. So we're going to do the 2 different variations, new and used. So 2 different transfers, let's go ahead and trim them down. Okay, so now we've got some water, let's go ahead and start putting these together. Okay, I'm just going to sit that down and let it activate over a couple of minutes. So we might as well be cracking on with this one. Okay, so at this point I like to go in with a little bit of water on the end of my finger and then gently just rub away the excess on the corners, and then this just flattens those corners down, and then that gives us the opportunity to dry more connected to the bottle cap, which will look a lot better once done. So you can see there that that looks great and will work great. So now that we've got that one, let's crack on with the next. So if your bottle cap's a little bit on the damaged side, you might want to take a little bit more extra time pushing the decal down, because you don't want any trapped air bubbles underneath. So just a little bit more prodding, same again, a little bit of water on your finger, rub away the corners, or rub down the corners should I say, and then yeah, just goes a long way to making this look a lot more smoother. So once dried, that's going to look also great. Okay, I'll go ahead and leave these to fully dry, and then we can crack on with the next step.
The next step.
Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to go in with a Scarlet Red from Model Air. So now that these are painted, I'll just go ahead and leave them to dry.
3 hours later.
Okay, so for the next part I'm going to go in with some silver from Model Air and a fixable brush, and we're going to dry brush some light damage around the edges. So at this point it's usually good just to add a little bit of a dab effect on the outer side of the bottle cap, just so it goes a long way to making it look like there's a little bit more damage there. Okay, so let's crack on with the next one. So with the more damaged bottle caps, you can go a little bit more heavy-handed with these ones, because obviously they're a little bit more used and abused, so there would be a lot more metal showing under the paint job. Okay, so now that we have them both ready to go, obviously we're going to keep one new and fresh, and the other one we're going to make old and aged. So out of the two of them, this is the one that's not as in good condition. This one's a lot better, so this one we're going to keep clean, and this one we're going to dirty up. And in order to do that, we're going to do it with some Wasteland Brown. Okay, so you don't have to be too shy with this stuff. You just basically have to get it on there and mush it into every little nook and cranny that you can find. So a little bit does go a long way, but don't be too shy to add a little bit extra if you need it. So once you've got it all fully coated, just go in with some used kitchen towel and just mop up the excess, and then it should leave this nicely stained, and then if you really want that old look, you can't go wrong. Okay, so the difference, as you can see, is night and day. Okay guys, so the last thing that I can do to these is go in with a chrome marker, just to add a little bit more of a vibrancy to the silver. So yeah, these pens add a little bit of detail, but it's a little bit of detail that really literally shines and goes a long way. Okay, so now that we have these both finished, let's go ahead and crack on with the other brands. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start alphabetically, and we're going to go in with some Nuka Cherry. So the background of Nuka Cherry is only a few years after the Nuka Corporation was founded, Nuka Cherry was an instant success to the market along with the other fruit flavours such as Nuka Grape and Nuka Orange. However, these flavours were only distributed on the east coast of the United States. The characteristics: this cherry flavoured variant of Nuka Cola provides a greater boost to hit points, that's 50, as well as a boost to action points, 25, but at the cost of ingesting 5 rads. On survival difficulty, Nuka Cherry is a caffeinated beverage, meaning it will prolong the amount of time one can go without sleep. With the Nuka Wild add-on, Nuka Cherry is a component of weaponized Nuka Cherry ammo for the modifier Thirst Zapper. It is also a required mixer for the Nuka Cola, Nuka Berry, Nuka Side, Nuka Fancy and Nuka Fruity, Nuka Love, Nuka Punch and Nuka Sunrise beverages. So the hit points is 50, rads plus 5 and AP is plus 25. The cap value is a whopping 40. Okay, I think those will do lovely, so let's go ahead and leave them to dry and let's crack on with the next Nuka variant. And now I'm going to go in with some Nuka Clear. Okay, so the background of this drink is the formula describes how to make Nuka Cola Clear, a type of Nuka Cola that was invented shortly before the Great War, but never mass produced. It was said to not have as much kick as the regular Nuka Cola, but made up for that with its clear appearances. So it says the location of this is the formula is located in the R&B section in the safe on the wall in the Nuka Cola plant in the DLC of Fallout 4, I believe. So yeah, basically it was invented, it was created, it just wasn't mass produced. So there's in theory there shouldn't be any out there, or if there is, there'll only be in the vaults of Nuka Wild, if you like. So yeah, the value of these are apparently 150 caps per bottle because they're so rare. But yeah, it doesn't seem to tell you anything about the values or the perks to them. So yeah, looks like mega rare. Okay guys, I think these have turned out rather nice, and the colour variation, I'm thinking that these might be my favourite so far. So, let's crack on with the next one. And we're going to go in with some Nuka Cranberry. Okay, so the background of this drink, conceptualised by the Kanawha Nuka Cola plant. The idea for the drink came from celery flavoured sparkling waters, as well as mixing artificial flavours package design and marketing to trick people into thinking it had health benefits. So it looks like the Nuka Cola tried to pull the wool over the customer's eyes. Like many of the fruit variants of Nuka Cola, this one would predominantly feature cranberries produced in the local region. Although predominantly advertised around the Watauga area of Appalachia as coming soon, some quantities can be found throughout the region. So the characteristics of this drink: when consumed, Nuka Cola Cranberry provides a temporary bonus to XP gained, as well as restoring 40 hit points. So the value of this drink is only 10 caps. So that's quite a good bargain, concerned of how rare it actually is in the region. So out of all of these different Nuka Colas, I think this is the one that I would hate to drink the most, because me personally, I'm just not a fan of the taste of cranberries. Okay, so far so good, so let's crack on with the next one. And this time I'm going to go in with Nuka Dark. So the background of this drink is Nuka Cola Dark was the company's attempt at entering the alcoholic beverage market. The beverage was touted as the most thirst-quenching way to unwind. Those partaking in the drink were recommended to not operate motor vehicles or heavy machinery for at least 8 hours after drinking it, and encourage women who are pregnant or planning on becoming pregnant to avoid the drink. Still, it found success in many of the finer lounges and restaurants across the nation. The characteristics of this drink is Nuka Cola Dark shares the same look as the other bottles of Nuka Cola, but a dark brown colour and a simplistic label. Nuka Cola Dark is an alcoholic version of the Nuka Cola, boasting a 35% alcohol content per volume. This drink temporarily increases one's strength and endurance by 1 for 3 minutes, but decreases perception by 1 as well. Chilling a bottle of Nuka Cola Dark with Buddy yields ice cold Nuka Cola Dark, but there is no added benefits in doing so. However, the effects of the regular drink and its ice cold version stacks. So apparently the value of this is a whopping 50 caps. So of all the variants available in real life, if I had to try one, I think this is the one that I would be most interested in trying the most, because I do like me a nice rum and coke or a nice whiskey and coke. Okay, that's turned out rather nice. So let's go ahead and crack on with the next one. And for the next one, we're going to go in with some blue Nuka Cola. Okay guys, so not a lot is known about Nuka Cola Diet. Now it is referenced in the game, I believe it might be the second game, where one of the characters is like so highly addicted to Nuka Cola that basically he had a throwaway line in the game where he basically said it's a shame that we drank the last or all of the Nuka Cola Diet. So that's why you don't really see these in the game. Now when I first was looking for like reference materials online in order to make these, I did see a few people making the blue variants, but quite a lot of them originally thought that they were making them to represent the Nuka Cola Quantum, but the Nuka Cola Quantum does have its own type of lid. So some people might say that these are like early variants of the Nuka Quantum, but the more you delve into the lore, basically the Nuka Cola company did make the Quantums and they did start mass producing them, but they didn't have many out there before the bombs fell in the Great War. So that's why they are out there, but they are quite rare to find compared to the normal cherry and the normal Nuka Cola variants. So yeah, so doing a bit of research, I've come to the conclusion that it looks like just the normal Nuka Cola logo in blue must have been to the Nuka Cola Diet, and that's why we don't see them, because in theory there's no more left in the wastelands. So in future games maybe they might incorporate it. Maybe there's a side story where you gotta find the last Nuka Cola Diet or something like that. So unfortunately there's no info on like what the stats are if you drink this, or how much it would be worth cap wise, but with it being so rare, maybe like the last one out there, you can probably guarantee that it would be worth a lot of bottle caps. Okay, I'm happy with that, so let's get cracking with the next one. For the next one, I'm going to go in with some Nuka Grape. Okay, so the background to the Nuka Grape is Nuka Grape was originally grape pearl soda, a patent belonging to someone called Juani Cheng. Prior to its acquisition by the Nuka Cola Corporation, its grape flavour profile was virtually unchanged prior to Nuka Cola Corp, releasing it as Nuka Grape aside from ingredients being adjusted to cut production costs. So it looks like they skimmed off the top, if you like, for a little bit more profit. So the characteristics is a purple bottle of Nuka Cola. It features a purple label with an image of a purple grape bunch along with a similar bottle cap. This drink restores 100 hit points when consumed, along with restoring 50 action points and reducing radiation by 400 points. So it does have a few perks. And the value of this drink is 25 caps. Okay, so once dry, I think that's going to work out great. So let's crack on with the next one. And now we're going to go in with some Nuka Orange. So I can't seem to find no background about this variant, just comes up with characteristics. So all it says is this Nuka Cola features the traditional rocket-like bottle with an orange colour. The flavour of the cola is orange, and it also features a half orange slice as the background of the label with red text. Nuka Cola Orange restores 100 hit points and 50 action points and increases radiation resistance by 25 points for 8 minutes. Nuka Cola Orange can be chilled by using Buddy to produce ice cold Nuka Orange, and apparently the value is 20 bottle caps. Okay, so these are looking promising, so let's go ahead and leave them to dry and crack on with the next one. Okay, so here we have the two transfers for the Nuka Cola Quantum. So let's go ahead and trim these down. Okay, so the background is Nuka Cola Quantum was created in October of 2076 by the beverage division at Nuka Wild. It was a byproduct of Project Cobalt, which began in 2076 when Nuka Cola Corporation engaged in weapons research under the US military. That's interesting, I didn't even know that. The team found that a strontium-90 isotope derivative originally developed for military ordnance created a bright blue glow that worked well as a food addictive when adjusted for consumption. When lead beverager Rex Meacham gave the new drink formula its distinctive name. Live testing of the drink condemned sea lion occurred at other regional facilities. Experimentation with other isotopes showed that none worked as effectively as safely as strontium-90. Initial testings with the drink led to significant health problems and even deaths among taste testers, but waivers allowed the company to avoid litigation, and adjustments created a final product with only mild side effects. It ultimately passed inspections supervised by the Food and Drug Association and was marketed in the fourth quarter of 2077 as a new flavour of Nuka Cola with twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine and twice the taste. The flavour itself was modified via the 18th ingredient, pomegranate fruit flavouring. However, Quantum's appearance and the added isotope were controversial and the public was divided on the drink. It was released as part of a limited test run and only the Nuka Cola plant in Washington DC produced it at a commercial scale before the Great War. Nuka Cola Quantum was officially released to the public at the same time as the Great War, and so the soda is incredibly rare in the wastelands, with many bottles found in trucks that were shipping the product. So yeah, that was kind of interesting, and the value of every bottle is a whopping 50 caps. Okay, once again, I'm happy with how these are looking, so let's go ahead and leave them to dry and crack on with the next one. For this one, it's going to be Nuka Quartz. Okay, so the characteristics of this drink is a glowing white bottle of Nuka Cola, similar to the variant found in the Mojave Wasteland, but in the signature Nuka Cola rocker bottle instead. Nuka Cola Quartz restores 240 action points to the Soul Survivor, but also increases radiation by a whopping 15 points. Nuka Cola Quartz can also be chilled by your friend Buddy to produce ice cold Nuka Cola Quartz, which restores 50% of all action points, and the cap value is a whopping 40. Okay, looking good. Now on to the next. And this time we're going to go in with some Nuka Twist. So the characteristics are Nuka Cola Twist, also known as Nuka Twist, has the signature rocket shaped bottle used by the other variants of Nuka Cola. Its body is coloured bubblegum pink with a spiralling green and yellow logo that reads Nuka Twist. So random buffs: upon consumption the player will receive a 10-minute +2 buff of one of their 7 special stats. So I believe that this variant of Nuka Cola was introduced in Fallout 76. Yeah, I really like the way that these ones look, and especially with the yellow outer edge, having that adds a nice twist.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, so next is Nuka Victory version 1. So after doing a little bit of research online, now I seem to have found two different variants of Nuka Victory. So I don't know if one is from like Fallout 3 and one's from Fallout 4 or whatever. I definitely know the second one, option B, is from Fallout 4. But I thought I'd best do both anyway. But more on that at the end of the video. For now we're just going to crack on with the first variant. So getting back to the characteristics, now it says a variant of Nuka Cola with an orange glow and a yellow/orange colour. Nuka Cola Victory is similar to the variant found in the Mojave Wasteland, but in the signature Nuka Cola rocket bottle instead. The new bottle has a label with a graphic of the United States flag on it, as well as red, white and blue colouring. According to the tour guide announcer, in the world of refreshment, this refreshing patriotic variant of Nuka Cola was the regional favourite available out west, along with Nuka Cola Quartz. Nuka Cola Victory restores 840 hit points to the sole survivor, but also increases radiation by 15 rads. Nuka Cola Victory can be chilled by Buddy again and make it ice cold variant, which stores 180 more hit points, and the cap value is 40.
love the orange on this one. It's very potent. So yeah, let's crack on with the last one.
And now we're going to go in with some Nuka Wild.
So, Nuka Cola Wild is a root beer flavoured beverage and is the Nuka Cola Corporation's answer to Sunset Sarsaparilla. While it was never officially advertised as such, the wild flavour was conceived as a direct counter to their rival's locally popular product after their failed buyout of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wild is therefore one of a number of localised flavours that were not widely distributed through the whole of the US. So the characteristics are a brown bottle of Nuka Cola with a red and gold Nuka Wild label. Nuka Cola Wild restores 20 hit points and 20 action points upon consumption, but confers 5 points of radiation damage to the sole survivor. Nuka Cola Wild can be chilled by Buddy once again to produce ice cold Nuka Cola Wild, which restores 10 more hit points but 10 fewer action points, and the local value is 20 bottle caps. Yep, looking good.
Alright.
Okay guys, so here they are all finished and all displayed, and these are all the dirty variants, if you like. And if you're interested to know where the clean variants are, well, we went ahead and we hot glued a strong magnet into the back of them, and then we made them into a nice fridge magnet, and we made a collection on the side of our Nuka Cola fridge. So every time I go into the kitchen, I'm reminded of all the different variants of Nuka Cola from the world of Fallout. And yeah, I always geek out a little bit when I walk past them. I always end up admiring them for a little bit while I'm making a cup of tea or something. So yeah, these are the main ones. Now I went ahead and I made some others off screen. So for example, we went ahead and we created the other Nuka Victory. So we have both types of Nuka Victory. I also went ahead and made a Nuka Fusion. Now Fusion wasn't an official brand, but it was something that a survivor in the wasteland, mixed a certain amount of available Nuka Colas together, and he created the Fusion. So it's not an official brand, but I just wanted to add it as well. I also went ahead and made an official Nuka Diet as well as the blue one. So that's just a little Easter egg there for myself. And I also went ahead and made a Nuka Mix. Now if you don't know what Nuka Mix is, basically in Fallout 4, I don't know about Fallout 76, but in Fallout 4 you got Nuka Cola mixing machines and the Nuka Wild DLC. And basically you can add different variants of different ingredients of different Nuka Colas, and you created new variants. But every single variant that was created only came with this makeshift logo that just said Nuka Mix. So same again like the Fusion, it's not an official brand, but it is connected to the brand after the Great War due to survivors. So yeah, I just thought it was a nice little Easter egg. So yeah, I've enjoyed making these. I am a fan of the Fallout franchise. Unfortunately, I never got into Fallout 76 purely because as soon as I found out that it was only online only, it kind of knocked me off, because when I play a game I like to delve in the deep end, so to speak, and I like to immerse my character, you know, and it's hard to do that when there's other players there, because they're, you know, bouncing around like bunny rabbits, or they're standing in front of doorways and you can't get past them. And basically you can always guarantee people they'll go out their way to spoil an experience for somebody else. So unfortunately, me being a fan, I've never actually got around to playing it, purely because I don't like the online feature. But thankfully 95% of these are from Fallout 4 or prior. So the only one that I believe is Fallout 76 off the top of my head is the Nuka Twist. So yeah, easily added. So yeah, so let me know if you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to do any of the others, because obviously the Vim brand as well, and then you have some of the beers like the Gwennet Stouts and Ales and Red Coat, or Dead Red Coat Ale, I think it's called. And I believe there's even some like real reference hardcore fans would know from the first two games. So yeah, so if you're interested in seeing more of these, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please slap that like button, share on Facebook and X, because those new people find the YouTube channel, which I'm always appreciate. Thank you for any help. If you have any comments, comment below and get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future builds. And if you want to be a really awesome viewer, please take 5 minutes, check out my Patreon page, where with your help we can do these videos full time rather than part time, which means a lot more content for you guys and a lot more work for me. And if you don't mind subscribing, because the channel's current goal is to get to 3,000 subscribers, and I can only get there with your help. So, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Francis Gray, and these are the different Nuka Cola variants. So now that we have them, the only thing that's left is to go ahead and add them to the Nuka Capstash jar. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you like the content that I'm making, you'd like to support my work, here is a few links in the description, but only if you can afford it, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.